Shalom YouTube, my name is Joseph Warren and you're watching Wellness Wednesday. And the topic for today is how our actions affect our subconscious mind. This is a part of a series. So last week, if you want to check out last week's video, I talked about being careful what you take in from the media, being careful of the music that you listen to, being careful of the social media, your social media feeds, and curating those so they're not full of negative influences, the friends that you keep, the movies you watch, and the TV. And the analogy I used was to junk food. Say you eat a steady diet of nothing but junk food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sounds delicious, right? Yes, but wait until you get the medical bills. Sooner or later, that's just gonna completely destroy your body. In the same way, if you're taking in nothing but junk media, that's gonna completely destroy your mind, which will negatively impact your life. So, as a continuation of this, I wanna talk less about the external world and external factors, and more about our internal world. Let's start with what the subconscious mind is. The subconscious mind, if you think about a computer analogy, is like the programming of your entire mind. It's your beliefs that you have. It's every experience that you've ever had, ever, is stored in your subconscious mind. So it's a storage of all your memories, all your beliefs, and your model of the world. So today we're focusing solely on how your actions affect your subconscious mind, and why you should be more mindful of the actions that you do take and the promises that you make. So really today, just a very simple idea. I want to just ask you to reflect on if you ever make a promise to yourself or you make promises to others and then you don't follow through on that. And what that does to your subconscious mind, which is always watching and always taking in information from the outside. So I've done this before. Nobody's perfect. I know I've made promises before. Sometimes I've overpromised and I wasn't able to do what I said. And it's always a bad feeling. But a reason I would suggest that maybe you should try to improve that, or I should try to improve that, when you make a promise to yourself or you make a promise to others, your subconscious mind is watching. And what it sees is basically you not keeping your word. And in a sense, that kind of eats away at your confidence. And it says, hey, I'm the type of person who doesn't keep my word. I say I'm gonna do things, but that doesn't mean I have to do it. And then it lets you off in the future. It's kind of a slippery slope, and it almost becomes a part of your model for the world and your belief system. Now, nobody's perfect. Everyone slips up sometimes. I know I've done it before, but just an example here. This has been a challenge for me. I've been every day making daily YouTube videos. And that's because I promised myself, and I also went into a contract with a friend that we would do certain things or else one friend would have to pay the other friend a certain amount of money. That's called a habit contract. Now, say if I had made this promise to myself to make a video every day, and then I stopped making videos and I just completely stop. That's telling my subconscious mind, it's okay to make promises and not keep them. And it also says I'm the type of person who does say things and not do them. So in a sense, you weaken the power of your own words and your own promises that you have. And even further than this, it negatively impacts your subconscious mind. But if you're in a leadership role and there's people around you and they see that, it tells them the exact same thing too. It says we have a culture here where you can just say you're gonna do things, but you don't actually have to do them. And then they're letting themselves off the hook, and then that affects their family, it affects everyone around you. So today I really just wanna encourage you to just be mindful of the promises that you make. Now, I'm as guilty of this as everyone else. I tend to really overpromise and be very overly optimistic in what I can do. And sometimes that gets me into a bit of trouble. And I've been working on that, but just practice not overpromising and being very reasonable in the promises that you make to yourself and to others. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but if you say you're gonna do something, make it a principle, rock solid, that you will do everything in your power to make it happen. And then you'll be telling your subconscious mind that you are a person of your word, that you do what you say you're gonna do. And over time, your words will have more value. The things that you say will become more powerful, and that'll take you into greater places and you'll inspire others to do the same. Next week's topic for Wellness Wednesday is about our internal dialogue. And I think that's gonna be a short video on how you can, I know a lot of people get negative thought loops, how you can create a positive thought loop that has a lot of momentum going for it. Thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday, and L'chaim.